The Jerry Maguire scene where Renée Zellweger was scared to death to work with Tom Cruise. Surprisingly enough, Renée Zellweger was actually scared to death to film with Tom Cruise in Jerry Maguire's iconic scene. In Tom Cruise's star-studded resume, there are numerous explosive action, sci-fi, and thriller blockbusters, and very few rom-coms. But despite being in the minority, his one flick with Renée Zellweger was such an epic masterpiece and fared so well that very few of his other projects have managed to live up to it. Jerry Maguire. A name that pretty much every movie buff is very well aware of, Cruise's said rom-com from 1996 didn't take long to become a cult classic, thanks to the spectacular performance from the cast and crew. But, surprisingly, despite her own outstanding portrayal, Zellweger was actually scared to death to work with Cruise in one scene. Renée Zellweger was scared to death while first working with Tom Cruise. Renée Zellweger and Tom Cruise in a still from Jerry Maguire. Credit: Sony Pictures releasing. Both Tom Cruise and Renée Zellweger, two of the most famous names in the entertainment industry today, have worked with tons of celebrities over the years and given some of the most mind-boggling performances to date. But when it comes to their collaboration with each other, there's only one movie. The classic Jerry Maguire. Add FandomWire as a trusted source. Add as a preferred source on Google. In a flick that had director Cameron Crowe. Meshing romance and sports with the perfect flair, Cruise and Zellweger really gave some of the most dazzling portrayals of their entire career. But that comes off as surprising because the very first scene that they shot together had the actress scared to death, all because she was working with Cruise. During a commentary session of the movie, where the three of them, along with Cuba Gooding Jr., watched the movie together and commented on the same to share their behind-the-scenes experience of shooting the same, Zellweger shared the same. As she confessed, the very first scene they shot together, which followed Cruise's Maguire's iconic mission statement, was what had her absolutely terrified. As she shared via YouTube, "Sad face. What a day. That was a huge day. It was a great day. And you were just standing there, and you had a smile on your face, and you knew I was scared to death. It was the first scene that we did, and I'm scared to death." While the Mission Impossible star had already earned his breakthrough in the entertainment industry more than a decade prior to this flick with 1983's Risky Business, Crowe's rom-com served as the Bridget Jones' Diary actress breakthrough in Hollywood. And thus, she was naturally baffled to be sharing the stage with Cruise. Tom Cruise, in the meanwhile, had a kind compliment for his co-star. Cruise and Zellweger in a still from Jerry Maguire. Credit: Sony Pictures releasing. Continuing during the same, Renée Zellweger then explained why she was so blown away to simply be there, sharing space in front of the camera with Tom Cruise in the first place, saying, "You just had this. You're just so right there. You were the greatest guy on the planet that day. It went hard. Like, you walked away or something. There was some goofy look. And it went too hard to play that day, I have to say." Of course, looking at how she simply couldn't stop gushing in praise for the Jack Reacher star, it's pretty evident that Zellweger held Cruise in high regard. And, frankly enough, why wouldn't she? Cruise had already become a massive superstar by then, thanks to his previous works that made him one of the highest paid and most recognizable stars in the world, while she was yet to earn her breakthrough in Hollywood. But, be as it may, while Zellweger couldn't stop praising Cruise, the actor also had a kind compliment to boost the morale of his co-star. As he said in return to her exchange, "It was a beautiful day. You were on fire." Well, for what it's worth, both Zellweger and Tom Cruise were most certainly on fire in the Cameron Crowe movie, which, on the one hand, made the former a household name in the entertainment industry, and further cemented the latter's star power in Hollywood on the other.